A new puzzle game that requires your brain to take your time. Picture crossword is now available as Game Boy software. Fill in the squares according to the rules while using the numbers as hints, and when you're done, the pattern will emerge. The number indicates the number of squares to be filled in consecutively in that column. When several numbers are lined up, fill in the same number of squares consecutively in the order in which they are lined up. The time limit is 30 min. Pay attention to the numbers, because the whole field is 10 times 10 squares, so you can see that you can cut all 10 columns on this side. This column is the same. Since there are two types of company, you can always cut the middle 8 squares. Similarly, this 6 can be either co or co, so you can cut at least the middle 2 squares. Let's take a look. There should be at least one white cell between the numbers, so if you add the number and the number of gaps, you'll find that the white cells between 1 and 8 are one cell. This is because the white squares 1 and 8 add up to 10. Use the B button to mark the white squares with an exclamation point. 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 in white squares is 10, so every white square is 1 square. You can mark the next 1 and 4. If you add one more, you can mark the rest, so it's easy. This 3, 4, 1 can also be easily understood by addition, and the picture is quite complete. The trick of Picross is to alternately check the vertical and horizontal lines like this and fill in the squares little by little. The secret is to solve it step by step while matching the lines. Here's how to play. If you're unfamiliar with it, you might want to start with Gentle Picross, which has fewer squares. You can choose to have hints or not. It's a lot of volume, and if you challenge without hints, it might be a bit difficult, and what's waiting for only those who clear all of them is the time trial mode. You can take your time at home or take your dad to work the new classic Game Boy puzzle game software. That's Mario's Picross. Picture crossword. That's Picross. That's more fun than Tetris. Game Boy Sofa. Mario's Picross. What color are you? That Kirby has returned to the Game Boy with a powerful companion. Power up more and more. Come on. Let's defeat tough enemies and help our friends who are stuck in a bag. Continuous attack of fire and flames. If you combine with Kane with the needle ability, you will attack with a needlepoint. If you have the ability to disassemble and ride in the sky, you will be able to try a variety of other attack patterns. If you think about it carefully, it will affect the development later. Depending on the type of companions you are united with, some abilities may not be very useful, so you have to choose the enemies you suck in carefully. Let's proceed like this by making use of the characteristics of the three companions. And the biggest difficulty in this game is here. If you collect 7 of these items, it's a secret. Great things will happen. There are 7 worlds of fun waiting for you. A confrontation with King DDD in the name of his last name. If you're a Super Game Boy, you can go crazy with Color Game Boy software. Kirby 2 new release. Whis with Whis Nachiwa. Game Boy Bros. What color are you?
Game Boy Bros. 君は何色?